you're becoming more whole than you've ever been before. This is a message that's come through for the last couple of weeks or months. There's been a few readings where that message has been prevalent. But the past couple of days, Spirit has really been showing me themes of this reintegration process, these parts of the self, especially dualistic or opposing parts of the self, coming back together and becoming whole. And they've said it 4 times in the channeled messages that they've showed me here. 4 times. This is a pivotal time right now, and it's connected to the eclipse gateway. It's connected to the equinox portal. It's connected to the sun conjunct Neptune, and a whole host of other things that are occurring right now astrologically, which I'm not an astrologer, but I can feel something big, a climax of some sort. We're being advised right now to focus on wishes and beliefs, the way that we think about reality, what we believe is possible, what we think or believe we can achieve versus what we think is impossible. Because those are the barriers that we need to cross. We need to cross over from the realm of the impossible to the realm of the possible. The understanding that we are the creators of our reality and what that actually truly means, not just what it implies. There are deep and profound changes occurring within the unseen realms right now. The non-physical is just chock full of power, new rhythms, new vibrations, new states of flow, new capacities and new physical expressions of this power of completely untold magnitudes that are coming through and becoming available at this time through these portals. This is unprecedented. Many of you are feeling this, but it doesn't always feel good in the initial stages. It can feel extremely uncomfortable, like everything is falling apart. One thing after another is crumbling down around you. But in the midst of this cataclysm, this apocalypse, there is actually an awakening occurring, a massive awakening, which is exposing all of our fears, not just individually, but collectively. This is aligned with the highest timeline. But it's taken a lot of inner work and outer work and non-physical work to be able to get here. Those of you who have resonated to this channel, those of you who have come to this message, just know that you're a big part of the change that is occurring right now. You are the anchors, you are the conduits, you are the posts, you are the portals. You are the makers of reality, you are the co-creators. You are the creator yourself, and you are here to make a significant change occur upon this earth. The world will never be the same again because you are here. And en masse, those like yourself are doing this work. And we thank you for that. Spirit and I thank you for that. So this isn't a time to fall apart. It is a time to come together. We're meant to act as neighbors and brothers and sisters and kin and family, and to retrieve these parts of ourselves, not just on the inside, but also on the outside, how we come together and how we work together as a team. We're meant to provide insight for those around us, not always in expected ways or in obvious ways, sometimes through what we are emitting frequency-wise. This is more information than you realize it is, and you're meant to know that. Because a lot of the time you don't see it. And that's okay. That's part of this realm and the illusions of the veil. But it's thinning. And it's been thinning for a long time. This is a much, much larger cyclical event that is taking place right now. And the veil, meaning the illusion of separation, is wearing thin. And it's time. It's time for it to fade. It's time for it to go. Because we've been called home. In being called home, we are calling home to us, to ourselves, within ourselves, to each other. We're all calling home. The trumpet rings loud for all to hear. The awakening is at hand. It is small. It is subtle until it's not. And sometimes the change between those two is imperceptible, but it's happening nonetheless. So you're here. What now? Get ready for big change. Get ready to be a part of that big change. And what that's going to look like for you is going to be different than what it looks like for someone else. But collectively, all of these small, seemingly small working parts are working together, coalescing, conjuncting, becoming whole. And through these frequencies, dancing together and merging in significant ways and vibrating in sync, we're going to see the change. We're going to see it start small, but it's going to grow in magnitude. And we're going to be the holders of that frequency. So we're going to see it grow in magnitude within ourselves alongside the changes that are happening in the world. We're being called to hold the focus right now. It's imperative that we stay focused on the goal. What is the goal? The frequency shift, staying in alignment with our truth, knowing that we are working through this process of becoming whole. And as we do so, we are calling forth that home that we've so longed for. Some of you may have forgotten this home, your true home, the spirit realm. There's a deep void in the self where the longing for that home and the illusion of the separation from it have come from all this time. And if you felt that pull, you know home frequency, you just know the opposite, the absence of it, or the experience of the absence of it. It's still the home frequency. Physical matter is going to start reflecting the frequency that we're holding faster and faster and faster. Feats, miracles, divine intervention are apparent to those who have eyes, but it's going to become even more obvious to those who previously did not have eyes. And to those who do, it will become second nature. It already is, but it's going to become even more apparent. So focus. Choose where you direct your energy very intentionally. Every thought, every emotion. Catch yourself in patterns of pessimism, negative thought, unhelpful means of thinking, because those are powerful. And you need to be responsible with that power. Physical matter is a matter of the mind. Mind over matter is the natural way. We forgot. But we're remembering now. Understanding that everything that you give out to the world, you are giving to yourself, and everything you receive from the world, you are giving to yourself. You are not the only one here doing this work, and yet you are one. One of many, one of the whole. Seek out those of like vibration and frequency right now. Soul contracts are becoming easier and easier to connect to. The people that you are aligning to right now are destined and divine. There is no connection that is without intention and purpose at this time. The strategy of the divine is unfolding all around us, and each new character that comes into our lives is placed there extremely strategically. So pay very close attention to what these relationships are invoking within you, are calling forth, and the manner to which these energy exchanges are unfolding. You will see it, you will feel it, and you will know it through what you are creating. We're called to become wild at this time. Wild, reconnecting to our base nature, our original truth. Not wild as in fearful and reckless. Wild in its highest vibration. The reclaiming of the self is a natural occurrence. It's only through the falsification of that natural flow that things became so convoluted and confused. Nature will grow the way that nature is intended to grow. It doesn't need a lot of manipulation or force or intervention. Nature will always find a way if we give it space to do so. And yet, when we work in accordance with it, when we train or entrain our will with the forces of nature and the wildness that is within us, this is when we see true progress. This is when we can shape and create our reality, not only with intention and direction, but also in alignment with the natural laws. Seek out right now those who inspire your focus and retrain you to the truth of your own vision. People who act as reminders, who speak the truth not with their words, but with their voices, with their vibration, with their entire being. Seek and you shall find. Focus and it will be so. Those who seek to guide you on your path are readily available and standing by, both in the non-physical and in the physical. And this truth, this cascade of truth, will come through suddenly and all at once if you're open to it. It's your choice to be open to it, no one else's. This is a call of destiny that cannot be ignored, but it can be resisted. For those who choose to resist, it will become more difficult to ignore the call. It will become painful to ignore the call. Life may seem for a time unjust, but it is only due to the resistance to the natural flow, the natural order, that this occurs. Life is seeking simply to balance itself in your favor. The resistance that you hold, perhaps from an ego level or an unawareness, will only hold for so long. And this is a good thing. The ego can only resist for so long. When it becomes more uncomfortable to resist than it is to push away what you are resisting, the dam will break and the wild water will flow once again. All things in natural order will occur. For those of you who will this to be so, it becomes easier, effortless, fluid even, because your alignment with the natural flow, the natural order of things, allows it with very little resistance to naturally unfold around you and within you. The activations that are occurring at this time and the flow of energy that we're experiencing in spirals, as this is the natural state of flow, may evoke old things within you. It may call to mind past experiences, past versions of yourself, past emotions that were undealt with, that dwelt within you for far too long. Remember, the involvement with the natural flow is easiest if you allow this to take place. So you are encouraged to allow the resurrection of these aspects of self or these emotions that were held deep within to come to the surface. As they come forth and rise within you, you are piece by piece by piece becoming more whole. And this is the goal. This is the ultimate goal, that we become whole again. Parts of ourself that we didn't even know existed are going to be recalled and reclaimed, and the power that they hold right along with it. So get ready, because this is going to be big. Calling forth these aspects of the self is helpful at this time. Opening the portal to your source self is how this can be achieved. So hold the intention in your heart center to reclaim and recall all parts of the self that once felt separate. Bring them home. Welcome them home. The exiled parts, the abandoned parts, the rejected parts, the forgotten parts, the loved parts, the fallen parts, the risen parts. Bring them all home. As we match and integrate these aspects of self, the vibration of our soul matrix is and will change. It will increase. And as this vibration increases exponentially, it's been increasing for a long time, but it's going to be exponential through these gateways and portals that are opening up in time. We're able now, more than we ever have before, to be able to hold frequencies that were not available on this planet for hundreds of thousands of years, if ever. This is a whole new template. This physical earth is going to change as a result of that. And it may initially look tumultuous in the same way that the initial reclaiming of the self looks and feels. It will feel chaotic. It will feel confusing. It will feel fear-evoking. However, this is part of the divine plan, and it is in order with the natural law. The balancing must occur, meaning that all of these parts of the self, the wicked parts, the dark parts, the malevolent parts, have to rise to the surface to be seen. And in the reclaiming of those, we strip the altered power that inverted upon itself, and we reclaim it as the true power it was always intended to be. Our highest truth is love. It is not serving to the self to reject and ostracize these parts that then come back and attack. And so through this reclamation of the internal work, we're going to see those patterns play out on the outside. The earth is going to change. The landscape of the earth is going to change. The people and the perspectives are going to change. The technology is already changing. That's a big part of it too. But it won't be the end of us. It will be the beginning. And as everyone who's ever been through any awakening or death process knows, the ending is the beginning. So fear not the sunset, for it heralds, my friends, the dearest sunrise that we have ever beheld with our human eyes. Let this be a light in the darkest of times, and know that the path forward is lit from within. I'm sending you all my love, my beautiful soul family and kin. Thank you for being here for this channeled message direct from Spirit. I hope that it is helpful through the times to come as we elevate and truly anchor our home frequency on this planet. May Earth be forever transformed for it and our collective greatest and highest good. I love you. In God's sovereignty, we rise. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye.